It all leads to this moment. It started with stepping out and discovering what you're capable of. Planning your future while learning, serving, and getting a real collegiate experience. Because the place you start can change everything. Itawamba Community College. You belong here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for Game 2 between ICC and Pellissippi. Indians won at 9-2 in the first game of the day as we wait this Guaranteed Bank opening pitch. This is going to be Wheeler in the circle here for ICC in Game 2. At Guaranteed Bank, first pitch coming your way at 3:28. That's a 3:28 Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here in Game 2. Adam Gore, CJ Adams bringing you this action this afternoon. Appreciate CJ jumping in. Saw it posted on Facebook. I'll be flying solo today. CJ's like, nah, Gore. I do everything at ICC. I'll come do color commentating with you today.
Come out of retirement.
Yeah. That pitch fouled off. 1-1 now is the count. Weird to see the way that ball kind of skipped over the top of the, hit about 2 foot below the net, and then hopped straight up and over the back of it. Waiting the 1-1 pitch here. Ground ball, third baseman charging up, going to throw across the way, and in time. Bang, bang play there. 5-3 to retire Mello. Nice play over there at third. I believe that's Shands.
It is. Player of the game for Game 1, coming out strong in Game 2.
So a quick out there. And a tough out as well, as Mello showed off a lot of good speed there in the first game of the day. And now this will be Steven, the center fielder, coming to the plate. That pitch going to be high and outside for a ball. Take a look at some numbers on Wheeler this season. She has no decision on the year. This is her second appearance. Swing and a miss, strike one. No ERA to count for. She's pitched 2 1/3 innings. She's given up 2 runs. Both of those earned on 1 hit. No walks and 3 strikeouts. So waiting the 1-1 pitch here. Bunt is shown, and they're going to say she pulled back on it. 2-1 now is the count. Well, CJ, you watched Game 1. Let's talk about our Banco Kelowna keys to victory here in Game 2. What's it going to take for the Indians to complete the sweep of Pellissippi?
Well, a lot of the same of what we saw later in Game 1. Not so much the first 2 innings, but bats got to stay hot. Strong pitching performance and good defense like we saw right there.
Another great play over there at first. That's A.B. Marler. She was part of our What a Play Wednesday plays this past week. She made a nice diving stop. That one was a tough play down the line, showing she's got pretty good range over there at first. But continue with your...
I mean, that was pretty much it.
Okay.
Once you get the strong pitching, get them bats hot, score a bunch of runs, and then let's make this a quick Game 2.
That pitch in there for a strike as this is Haymans, the shortstop at the dish. We'll give you today's lineup in the exchange of the innings. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 0-2 now is the count. That sun's starting to set here at the ballpark, which means anytime we look up, we're looking dead into that sun. Change up. Oh, just falls off the table a bit too soon. 1-2 is the count. But I will tell you this, CJ. Much rather be sitting where we are right now versus the fans because it is cold outside.
It is a lot warmer in this press box than it is out there in the elements.
1-2 pitch. Swung and miss for strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Panthers in the top of the first inning. That was the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game there for Wheeler. Let's take a look at today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups as we move now to the bottom of the first. It's Mello playing second base, Steven in center field, Haymans is shortstop. That was your first 3 batters you just saw there for Pellissippi. The 4 through 9 part of the lineup looks like this. First baseman, Hagee. Paredes is at third base. Schneider will be catching. Matthews in left field. Ware will be the DP. And Mays will be in right field. And the starter for game 1 will also be the starter for game 2. Brooke Million will come in and pitch here the start of game 2. She was the pitcher of record in the first game of the day. For ICC, the lineup looks like this. Partlow will be leading us off. She'll be playing in right field. Starling will be at second base. Marler will be at first base. Lynch will be the DP. Snell will be at shortstop. Ewan will be out in left field. Shands will be at third base. Goodman will be catching here in game 2. And Green will be out in center field for ICC. We've already mentioned Wheeler is the pitcher of the day for ICC. Quick timeout. Or nope, we'll keep it here since they're going to throw down quickly and move now to the bottom of the first inning. Reminder, ICC softball will be back in action tomorrow as it'll be a 2 o'clock start against Columbia State. It'll be right back here on the red channel. That pitch in there for strike to Partlow. 0-1 is the count here to Partlow. Million in the circle. That one missing outside, evens things up now at 1-1. Partlow, Starling, and Marler scheduled up. This one fouled off the netting. Strike 2. CJ really liked the scrappiness of this Panther squad. They came in with 2-8 on the season, 2-9 now for that first loss. Didn't even bat an eye as if they were playing a number 12 team in the country. They came out early and gave ICC all they wanted.
Really did. And if you had a couple timely hits those first few innings, that's a lot different looking ball game.
They loaded the bases at one point and they came up empty. Actually loaded the bases with no outs in the inning. Third baseman's going to give chase and can't find it. So it gets out of play. We'll sit at 2-2. So, yeah, you said it. A hit there, hit this there. Yeah, could have been a very different looking ball game. And early on in the season, they're only now this is the 12th game into the year. Imagine we'll see a pretty good little turnaround of this team as they progress. There's going to be a flare, and it's going to be foul and out of play. That one gets into the bullpen. And again, we'll stay at 2-2. Partlow digs in here. Going to have to continue to guard the dish with the 2-2 count. She's starting us off here in the bottom of the first. And this one's going to go, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Beautiful at bat there by Partlow.
It's good. Just going with what the pitcher threw out there. Just throw the bat at it and dump it out there in the left field.
So now this will bring Starling to the plate. With one out and a runner at first. Starling playing second base here in game 2. Pretty much almost a complete different lineup that we saw in game 1. Snap throw down to first, not in time. That pitch across for a strike. So 0-1 is the count here to Starling. Got some of the baseball players out supporting the team this afternoon. That pitch high, and the runner will go on the pass ball. She has stopped on the run and then got a good read and advanced over to second once the ball got away. That's one thing we got a good bit of here at ICC is our teams do a good job of supporting each other. We saw Coach Wilson. He came in with us for a little while, the men's basketball coach. Swing and a miss for strike 2. We talked about the baseball team here. I've seen some tennis players here as well, so good to see that cross-sports support.
Yeah, I walked out in between innings. Tennis is over there warming up, practicing, whatever you want to call it. And they look like we are in the heart of summer. This weather does not affect those international players at all.
Not at all. 2-2 now is the count. Swinging and a miss for strike 3. Nice job there by Million to battle back and get the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. And now this is going to bring up A.B. Marler to the plate. One out and a runner at second. So Marler will dig in. She had a nice game one. She had a couple of singles in that game. Listen to that pitch, just right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 now is the count.
Looks like we got a little bit lower strike zone this game than we had in the first.
Yeah. The other one was right at the letters, maybe even an inch above them. As this one absolutely tattooed. And Coach Owens trying to say it was deflected off the glove of the third baseman. I think the home plate umpire said it was, but she was in foul territory when contact was made. So 0-2 is the count now. I'll tell you what, I say this every year, and I'll probably say it every year, and probably won't be the last time I say it this year. You got to be a touch crazy to play at third base in this league. As there's a inside pitch for strike three. Nice job by Million coming right back after Marler and getting that inside pitch for her second straight Renaissance Bank strikeout. But to continue that thought, I mean, you got players like Marler who can actually barrel a ball up and hit it right at you, and you got a face mask and a glove to all protect you over there at third base as that pitch missing low.
That's true. And the face mask, not all of them wear that.
Yeah.
Or I'm not sure if it's mandatory at this level, but
I don't think it is.
It probably should be.
Mm-hmm. So that first pitch missing for a ball. 1-0 is the count. This is Lynch at the plate, and that one's going to be fouled off. Came off her foot that time. She had the triple that kind of got things started for ICC back in game one. One of those that they wanted to be greedy, might have tried to try for an in-the-park home run. Is that pitch high for a ball, but decided, hey, we need to make sure we get the runs and make sure we can keep things going instead of running themselves out of the inning on the bases. 2-1 now is the count here to Lynch. She is the DP here in game two. That pitch missing as well. 3-1 now is the count. You've got Partlow at second. Anything down to the outfield will score Partlow with ease. Waiting the 3-1 pitch coming up here. This one popped up, back and out of play. And now the count will go full at 3-2. Looks like Pellissippi does have someone tossing in the bullpen. As we talked about, Million went pretty deep in game one. As this one popped up, center fielder's going to have to come charging in and will make the play. A tough landing out there in center, but a great job coming in to save the run and end the inning. That time by center fielder Steven to end the inning. No score after one inning of play. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
That's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back now as we shift to the top of the second inning. No score here in Fulton in game two. It'll be Hagee, Paredes, and Schneider due up. This first one popped up, and it will go back off the netting for strike one. Another busy week of sports. Everything, we got something going every day of the week. All the way through Saturday when baseball will be back home. They'll take on Calhoun. Change up. That's a beautiful pitch. One of my favorite pitches in the game of softball. If you can get a change up over for strikes, makes you 10 times more dangerous than you normally are. 0-2 now is the count. And there's strike 3, and that's exactly what a good changeup would do for you.
I believe I would have hurt myself trying to swing at that changeup.
I batted against worked at TV7. I did a story on a couple of pitchers in softball, and I've been on a changeup. And I'll tell you this, my back hurt for a few days.
How many rotations did you get on your spins?
No, I didn't throw the changeup.
No, I know.
Oh.
I meant how many times did you spin after you swung?
About 4. Yeah, I screwed myself in the ground. That pitch fouled off for a strike. 0-1 is the count. This one popped up, and it's going to,
catch the guide wire.
Caught the guide wire. It was caught, and Zoe tried to sell it. You know, they say every time you come to the ballpark, you're going to see things you haven't seen before. CJ, I can honestly say I've never seen a foul ball hit perfectly off a guide wire like that.
It don't happen very often, that's for sure.
I thought it might have got down to some of the guys here in the expensive seats just off the dugout, but it did not, so that goes for strike 2. Change up. That one just falls off the table a bit too soon. 1-2 now is the count. So 1-2 now is the count. This is Wheeler in the circle for the Indians. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
You're right. You throw that change up, and then you come right back with that heater. It's tough to catch up.
Back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. It's like I said, you can see, like I said, throw those change-ups for strikes is valuable. Because, I mean, anybody can throw a change-up now. I'll say that. But if you don't get it over for strikes, you can just sit there and pick up that on that early. Now, we'll say this, too. If somebody's sitting on a change-up, you can do a lot of damage with it. First pitch, fastball in there for a strike. This one popped up. This is going to get back, and I believe it's going to be out of play. And it is strike 2.
It's into those VIP seats you were mentioning.
And the dog wanted the foul ball, and the guy caught it, and the dog barked at him. Pretty sure that was probably a bad word, the dog barked at him.
So I talked to the owner of that dog in between games and was asking, the dog had ever been trained or anything. Nope, just had been to a lot of softball games and just kind of picked it up naturally.
That's awesome. Did you ask him about putting the GoPro on him?
I did not.
Okay, we'll try to catch him on the way out. 0-2 pitch coming up here. This one popped up, and it's going to be off the netting. And so we'll sit at 0-2. That could be we may have just come up with Airbud 12, the softball edition. Put him out there in center field. So waiting the 0-2 pitch here from Wheeler. This one popped right back into your living room. We'll sit at 0-2 again. Nice little battle going here. As this is Schneider at the plate.
I think it'd be a good time for one of those changeups again.
I agree. See what she goes to here. 0-2 pitch. There it is. Strike 3. You called it, CJ. Striking out the side there for Wheeler. That is her 4th straight Renaissance Bank strikeout. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust. Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates two things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move now to the bottom of the second inning. No score here between ICC and Pellissippi in Game 2. Snell, Ewan, and Shan scheduled up here in the bottom of the second. That first pitch drifts high for a ball. This is still Brooke Million in the circle here. As we said, she did a great job until she just kind of ran out a little steam there in Game 1. ICC was able to start to get some hits off of her. That pitch runs in high for ball 2. 2-0 now is the count. So 2 balls, no strikes, and no outs. Having to kind of dodge around to see the scoreboard as that one fouled back. Got a reflection of the door directly behind us that I see instead of the scoreboard.
I'm currently using this window frame here to block that sun.
Yes.
Thankfully, we've got sliding chairs. We can just keep inching over.
Yep. So 2-1 now is the count. That one in the dirt. 3-1 goes the count here to Snell. Grayson came into this weekend batting .250. And she'll draw a walk to start the inning. Now it's a big Ewan coming to the plate, the left fielder. She will dig in. And shows bunt, attempts at it. The throw to second. Ooh, that was a good throw. Smart decision there by Snell to come back on that one. Strike 1. Might have been one of those just to test her arm to see what she had.
Yeah, you better get a good jump if you're going to grab second base on her.
So 0-1 is the count. That pitch high. 1-1 now goes the count here to Ewan. She's playing in left field, batting in that 6th spot. Lifts this one. Left fielder should be able to get to it without an issue. Does. And that will be out number 1. That one had a little bit of a wicked slice on it.
It did. That wind's still carrying out there to left. It pushed it a little further left than normally. But she made a good read on it, got up under it, and made the out.
Well, here comes our Game 1 Samstown Market star of the game, Taylor Shands. Pair of home runs, 4 RBI, and 2 runs scored. And this one absolutely tattooed but foul and out of play for strike 1. Airbud to the rescue on that one. So 0-1 is the count here to Shands. Fouls this one back. 0-2 now is the count. Here's a runner at first. That's Snell. She walked to start the inning. And a fly ball on a sharply hit ball out to left field by Ewan was out number 1. And now Shan's got to guard the dish. 0-2. And just finds a piece of that one to keep the at-bat alive. I need Shands to hit one out to Colin Minga out there in center field because he's on his phone not paying attention right now.
He is not paying any attention.
That pitch goes high. Ball gets away. Runner will be able to advance. And now ICC for the second time here in Game 2 has a runner in scoring position. Hey, actually, Minga was texting us in that situation. He said, the dog almost caught the ball in the air. Said, read it well. Oh, yeah, we most definitely think we can talk Mr. Cade into being a camera operator to just chase the dog around.
I mean, maybe.
He is a magnet for foul balls, so that would help. Shans couldn't catch up with one there. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 away now. That is the third Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Million. Big time strikeout there. This will bring up Goodman to the plate. She's catching here in game 2. So Zoe will try to spark the bats here with 2 outs and a runner at second. That pitch in the dirt, hops across. Nice job by Schneider to get in front of that one to keep the runner at second. So Goodman will dig back in now. Million getting the signal. And time is taken. This one blistered but foul. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at second. We're in the bottom of the second, no score here in game 2. This one popped up. First baseman calling everyone off, and will squeeze it for the out. And the Indians once again leave a runner stranded at second. As we played 2, no score. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
At Bank Okolona, consistency isn't just something we strive for. It's our way of doing business. One bank, multiple communities, consistently here for you. Find the branch nearest you at bankokolona.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back as we head to the third inning. 0-0 is your score. ICC is left 2 runners in scoring position in both the innings and just couldn't get anything going with 2 outs. As this is Wheeler in the circle, her first pitch a ball. This is Matthews, the left fielder, at the plate. 7, 8, 9 batters scheduled up here in the top of the third. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. Well, as we talked about, another busy week next week. Got sporting events every day of the week. Not only that, but we're also hosting the quarterfinals of the 1A and 3A state basketball tournament. That pitch in there for a strike. So we'll have 4 high school games on Wednesday and 4 high school games on Friday as well. 1-2 pitch, foul back off the netting. We'll sit at 1-2. CJ, any other events going on this week on campus?
Probably. I don't have my calendar pulled up in front of me right now. We stay busy.
We do.
Lots of events for the students here.
So ready the 1-2 pitch here. That one just missing outside. Again, we invite you to visit letsgoicc.com to find schedules of all the games coming up. If you're interested in coming to some softball games, well, the good thing is you ain't got to pay to get in. You just got to show up. That pitch runs in high for a ball. 3-2 is the count. Of course, if you can't join us, we'll also always have those games. I won't say always, but majority of the time have those games listed on where they'll be streaming on the schedule page there at letsgoicc.com. I'll try to do a better job of making sure I have that. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 5th straight Renaissance Bank strikeout for Wheeler. CJ, would you say Wheeler is wheeling it in there right now?
She is, except for those changeups. Those aren't really wheeling.
Yeah.
But she is throwing a very good game so far.
Umpire saw something down the first base line and said something about it. The coach from Pellissippi said, no, it's mine, it's good. And he said, okay. There's a line drive. It's going to be over the dugout for strike 1. 0-1 is the count. I invite you to tune in every Tuesday at 1 o'clock on Super Talk Mississippi, 101.9 FM for the ICC Hour. We'll talk to Coach Wilson this week about the Indians' conference championship that they won. They wrapped that up the other night with a win over Mississippi Delta. So they'll be the number 1 seed heading into the region tournament, which, by the way, ICC could end up hosting in a couple of weeks. This pitch popped up, and it's going to get out of play.
Oh, about got the dog.
Oh.
He about caught it.
So the dog is fearless. So
that really is impressive.
I'm telling you right now, I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a camera, and I'm going to set it up on the corner over here, and we're going to
just cut to it.
Yeah, cut to it every chance we get. If not, we'll at least let it record and catch it. That pitch high, 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. There is 1 out here in the inning. This is Ware at the plate. Mays is due up. Thought about it. Held off. Good eye that time. 2-2 now is the count. I think she was looking for that changeup that time.
Yeah, that one didn't miss by a whole lot. Just a little bit off the corner of the plate. So I imagine we'll see it in the next few pitches.
2-2. That one popped up and, just could not hang on to it that time as it was fouled into the mitt of the catcher. And Goodman just couldn't find it off the deflection that time, so we'll sit at 2-2 once again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 3rd. Change up, waiting on it. Shortstop gets it, zips it across, 6-3 on the putout. Well, she looked for it, but it's one of those she still had to reach and kind of adjust her swing that time to be able to get it, and a nice little ground out there for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, she's really the first one to make contact with the changeup all afternoon.
So that will go for the second out. Now this will bring Mays to the plate. She's playing in right field. 2 outs and nobody on here in the top of the 3rd. Wheeler in the circle here. That pitch high for a ball. She's looking for her first decision of the year. She has pitched well this year, just hasn't ended up in line for a decision. 1-0 is the count here to Mays. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. That pitch runs inside just a bit high. 2-1 now is the count here to Mays. So waiting the 2-1 offering. Swung on a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 now is the count. Mays, the number 9 batter in the lineup, trying to find a way to extend the inning here. Wheeler looking for the exit. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout for Wheeler, the 6th of the game for her. We'll take a break and head to the bottom of the 3rd Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll head to the bottom of the third. ICC and Pellissippi scoreless here in game two. And this will be the 9-1-2 batters due up here for the Indians. Green, Partlow, and Starling scheduled up. That pitch across for a strike. 0-1 is the count.
Look at this visitor we've got.
Colin Minga decided to invade the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. If Colin had a headset, which I'll just let him lean in here in a second and let him talk, but he can back us up on the dog out there that's chasing down these foul balls.
Making some plays.
So he said he almost caught one in the air. That's what we said we're going to do Airbud 12. As that pitch fouled back. So we will look and see if the dog has any eligibility left. 1-2 is the count. Can it pitch? We need to find out. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and no outs here to Green, who is starting us off in this inning. That pitch high for a ball. 2-2 now is the count. If you're just now joining us, ICC's bats woke up about midway through game 1 to pick up a 9-2 win. Trying to complete the sweep of Pellissippi. Swing and a miss for strike 3. The 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout. Got a pretty good little batter's duel, or pitcher's duel going on here today. The Indians only have 1 hit, and it belongs to Partlow, who is now coming to the plate. She advanced to second and was left stranded back in the first inning. And there's going to be a flare out, but it's going to go foul for strike 1. That one had extra bases written all over it.
Yeah, and just throw your bat out there and see what happens.
The Indians also got Snell on with a walk. She advanced to second, but was left stranded back in the second. So the Indians have had their opportunities, just hadn't found a chance to cash in on them yet. So Partlow will dig in, await the pitch. And this one's going to be fouled off out of play. 0-2 now is the count. So no balls, 2 strikes here on Partlow. Going to have to guard the dish. There is 1 out here in the third. Fouls that one off, and we'll sit at 0-2. This one's popped up. Left fielder going to go over and make the play in foul territory for out number 2. So now this will bring Starling to the plate. She struck out swinging in her only appearance so far in the contest. So she'll dig in here. Million doing a great job today keeping these ICC bats quiet. Did pretty similar to what she did in game 1, CJ, but then all of a sudden just kind of got a little tired, I guess you can say, and ICC was able to take advantage and then went to their bullpen, and ICC just kept pouring it on after that.
Yeah, she's really thrown them both games very well this afternoon. We just need our bats to come alive a little bit. we're making contact. We're just not putting the ball in play where it needs to be.
So waiting the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and miss. 4 strike 3, and Million gets another Renaissance Bank strikeout, the 5th of the game for her. 11 total strikeouts in the game so far. We're scoreless after 3. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, brother, know the water's sweet, but blood is thicker. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I will hear you call. If the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
Welcome back as we shift now to the top of the 4th inning. Colin Minga doing a little boot scoop boogie rendition there during the break.
Spot on rendition.
Was. Don't worry, fans. We saved you from that, not having to hear it, by going to that Coca-Cola break. So,
only person I've ever seen do that better was Chad Case.
Oh, there's no topping that. Chad Case version of boot scoop boogie, solid gold. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 1-1 now is the count here. Back to the top of the lineup we go for Pellissippi. Mello, Steven, and Haymans scheduled up here in the top of the 4th. I can't see the scoreboard.
4th.
Yep. There's a ground ball. Shortstop gets it. Throw across the way is in time. 6-3. Put out of Mello. And now this will bring Steven to the dish here for Pellissippi. It was almost like Schnell kind of played with her there. She's like, I'm going to wait to throw it. Okay, throw it now.
I think that ball ran up her glove a little bit further than she would have liked. Reached down, had to find it a little bit before she could fire it over.
So Steven will dig in. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes it for a ball. Goodman held on to it for a second, trying to get the call. Turned around, looked to the umpire, asking where the ball was, and he just shook his head no. This is the same guy that, when he did explain stuff in game 1 when he's on the infield, and went as far as demonstrating calls to the coaches when they asked. Is that pitch in there for a strike? 1-1 is the count. Steven grounded out to the first baseman in her only appearance so far. Shows bunt is in the dirt. That's the ball. 2-1 now is the count. Remind you of some more of our sponsors. Guaranteed Bank here in Fulton. Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works. Max Home, Bank Oklahoma, the ICC BSU. Samsdale Market and the ICC Wesley Foundation. All proud to sponsor today's action. This one popped up. And Wheeler called everyone off and made the play for out number 2. Also, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance agent, Brandon Poland, a proud sponsor along with Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford, and Little Caesars. 2 away here in the top of the 4th, and now this will bring Haymans to the plate. She struck out swinging the first of 6 Renaissance Bank strikeouts in the game so far for Wheeler. That pitch runs inside, but a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. We're in the 4th. And this one popped up. First baseman calling everyone off and makes the play in another 3-up, 3-down inning for Pellissippi. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. It'll be the 3-4-5 batters due up. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates two things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
ICC fans, we've got you covered like never before. The all-new Let'sGoICC.com is your award-winning home for everything ICC athletics, and when it's game time or showtime, head to Let'sGoICCTV.com, the official streaming home for ICC athletics, fine arts, and other special events. Watch it live or on demand anytime, anywhere. Let'sGoICC.com and Let'sGoICCTV.com, your front row seat for all things ICC. All right, here we go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Still no score. Bing, I didn't know how you knew how to salsa. A little dance you're doing. We got to put a camera on Minga whenever these songs come up. He's up here dancing. I'm impressed. That's going to be a swing and a miss here by AB. It's going to be Marlar, Lynch, and Snell scheduled up here for the Indians in the bottom of the fourth. Pitcher's duel. It's only one hit so far in the contest, and that belongs to Partlow. And the first at bat of the day for the Indians, or I should say first at bat of the game. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs with AB starting us off. This one blistered. It's got a chance back, and it's going to be it's going to be short of the wall. And this is going to go for extra bases as Marlar will get the double. So that was the hit we were looking for there, CJ, to start the inning off.
It was a good job by her to push that ball out there, take what's given, and push it over the right fielder's head and legged out a double.
It was one of those that way it was hit off the bat and sounded pretty strong off the bat, just didn't quite get enough out there. We'll have a runner coming in this situation for the Indians. This will be Hodem coming in to run. So Neely will check in. And ICC, third time today they've had a runner at second. So we'll see if the Indians can get something going here. This is Lynch at the plate. She flew out to center field in her only appearance so far. So she'll dig in as soon as the umpire is ready to go. And so here we go. Lynch will dig in. Indians trying to get a run on the board here. Runner at second with no outs. Lynch pops this one up, but it's going to be back and out of play. Love the hustle of the third baseman. Ran into the fence, the guard, if you will, of the dugout, and still tried to jump after it. Wasn't close, but I like the hustle.
So what would the rule have been if she'd went around the pole to catch that ball?
My thing is, if she's able to do that, I still give her the out.
I would too.
But I think it's a dead zone in that area. So, but it's one of those. This is trouble. No, can't get to it. The throw will go back to third. Smart to fake to first to see if you might be able to get a little greedy over there. Tough play for Million to come up with that one. I won't call that a hit. She tried her best to stretch out and find that one. Now the Indians with runners on the corners and no outs. And Snell, who walked in her only at bat, will come to the plate. And looks like we'll have another runner come in this situation. That is going to be the case. I believe this is going to be
number 1.
Dossie coming in to run. So get a little bit more speed on the bases here. So a big-time moment of the game for ICC. No outs, runners on the corner. Closest that ICC has had anyone to scoring today, as they've left 2 runners stranded twice on second so far. And so Snell will dig in. She's playing shortstop. batting in that 5 spot this afternoon. Runner goes. They're going to throw but cut it short to see if they can get the Indians being greedy there, but instead it will go for a stolen base. So now runners on second and third. Boy, a base hit, something down to the outfield would be huge here for the Indians.
Yeah, you really got to capitalize on these situations in a game like this.
Snell looks at that pitch high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Runners at second and third here for the Indians in the bottom of the 4th. Snell at the dish. Swings on this one, pops it up. Center fielder will go back, make the play. It'll be deep enough. Now they're going to try to attack, get the runner at third. Can't get her, but the Indians do score the run. That is a sacrifice fly out to center for the RBI. Runner tags up and heads to third. That sacrifice fly is being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation, reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC Wesley Foundation. They meet every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Is that pitch across for a strike? As this is Guin at the plate. So 1 out and a runner at third here for the Indians. That pitch drifts high for a ball. She flew out to left. And her only at bat so far. The Indians would settle for something like that again, as that should drive in a run if she was able to duplicate that. So that pitch missing outside. 2-1 now is the count. Two-one pitch, foul back. We'll go to 2-2 now. We got Mr. Cade here with us now in the ICC Alumni Association Foundation broadcast booth. He heard his dad was getting out of line, so he had to come in and make sure he acted right. Swing and a miss, 4 strike 3.
He heard there were boot scooting boogieing up here. Wanted to be a part of that.
That's true, too.
See if Mr. Minga can give him some lessons.
Kate, have you seen the dog that chases down foul balls?
I did hear about that.
Well, we're going to do, like, you know that Mr. Beast show where they have those random challenges? We're going to have a challenge between you and the dog to see who can chase down most foul balls. So you got to be here Monday at 2 o'clock when we have our next home game. So skip school for that. No, wait, we're in higher education. So, no, you have to come to game 2 at 4 o'clock. You need to stay in school. You need to get that education. So at 4 o'clock, you versus the dog to see who can chase down most foul balls. Bonus points if you catch it in the air, because the dog can almost catch it in the air with your mouth. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So we will have a special camera set up. We'll have a GoPro on Cade. This one fouled right back at us. We'll sit at 1-2. Okay, he's going to start talking about NIL deals here for a minute. If we're going to do that, he's going to have to get paid, he said. This one popped up. It's going to get out of play. And so 1-2 will stay the count here. There is 2 outs in the inning. A runner at third for the Indians. They lead this one 1-0 after a sacrifice fly by Snell scored Hodem, who was running for Marlar, who doubled to start the inning. Swing and a miss. Beautiful location on that pitch. Back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts to get out of the inning with minimum damage done. We played 4. ICC leads it 1-0. Back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We shift now to the 5th inning. ICC leads it 1-0 after a sacrifice fly by Snell in the bottom of the 4th. So now we move to the 5th here, as this will be the 4, 5, 6 batters up: Hagee, Paredes, and Snyder. Again, apologize if I'm saying any of those names wrong. As that pitch looked a little high, but called a strike. 0-1 is the count. Wheeler in the circle here for the Indians, trying to go the distance here in game 2. That one in there for strike 2. 0-2 is the count.
Yeah, you could give Wheeler credit. She's thrown really well in these first 4 innings.
So what is the 0-2 pitch here from Wheeler? Swung on and missed for strike 3. Another clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there. That is 7 for Wheeler. 7 for Million as well. So now with 1 out, this will bring Paredes to the plate. Pops this one up, and it's going to drop, and that will break up the no-hitter after 5 1/3 innings for Wheeler. So runner at first represents the tying run here for Pellissippi in game 2. Michael Upton checking in, trying to get the bats woke up for the Indians. Late in this one, now Pellissippi trying to manufacture a run here. Runner at first and Snyder at the dish. Rips that one, a chance for 2 here, and no. It was close. As
Coach Owens getting in on the boot scooting boogie down there.
So he was do-si-doing after that one, trying to get the Little Caesars double play, but instead 2 outs now. Runner gets back to first, slides in before the ball got there. 2 away now, and this will be Matthews coming to the plate. She struck out swinging in her only appearance so far. That pitch missing outside for a ball. Welcome those watching this afternoon. All the members of the ICC family tuned in, as well as those that are tuned in to support of Pellissippi this afternoon. 1-0 is the count. This pitch popped back off the netting. Evens things up now at 1-1. Sun continuing to set here in Fulton. I don't believe we'll get deep enough into the evening before it gets tucked away behind the pine trees, at least, out there at baseball. So we'll be fighting that for the rest of the afternoon. That pitch a little low for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner at first, representing the tying run here in the top of the 5th. That pitch goes high for a ball. 3-1 now is the count. So waiting the 3-1 offering here from Wheeler. And that one in there for a strike. Now the count goes full. Nice job there by Wheeler to get refocused and find the zone. She's trying to find her 8th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game to get out of the inning here. Pitch is on its way. Instead, it's going to be popped up. Shortstop calling everyone off and will make the play, and the Indians get out of the inning with no damage done. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. 1-0 is the score. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th and be back with more right after this.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesar's new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates two things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Mr. Palomalo?
Yeah.
You need any help?
Mm-mm.
You want my Coke Zero?
Nah.
Really? You can have it.
A Coke Zero and
Okay.
a smile.
We're Coke brand managers. Coke Zero stole our taste, and they are not stealing our commercial.
Hey, that was for me.
Is he coming? Is he coming?
Coke Zero has a life. Have a Coke
Hey, kid.
Zero and a smile.
Cats.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the 5th inning. ICC leading it 1-0. Trying to find some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 5th. Of course, when we talk about those insurance runs, we got to talk about our Itawamba County State Farm insurance agent, Brandon Poland. He's a proud sponsor of today's action here on the ICC Sports Network. That pitch from Wheeler outside for a ball. It's Goodman, Green, and Partlow scheduled up here for the Indians in the bottom of the 5th. Game 2, ICC up 1-0. They won the first game of the day, 9-2. This one popped up. Right fielder gets a late jump. Will adjust to it and make the play. Well, thought there for a second after the late jump, she might have not been able to find it, but hung up just enough for out number 1. So now this will be Green coming to the plate. She's 0 for 1 the day with a strikeout. So she'll dig in, trying to spark the bats here for the Indians. They've got 3 hits on the day. That pitch high for a ball. Only 1 hit for Pellissippi. And that came with 1 out in the previous inning. And Green looked like she was a little confused on that one. Late on the swing, and now it evens up the count at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. This one fouled, and it's going to get out of play for strike 2. 1-2 now is the count here to Green. Morgan's the type of player you want to get on the base. She's got a lot of speed once she gets there. So she'll have to battle and guard the dish here with a 1-2 count. That one runs in high. 2-2 now is the count. So waiting the 2-2 pitch here. That one foul back, and we'll stay at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. That one came off the shoulder of the umpire, so the catcher doing her job, going out to talk to her pitcher, giving the umpire a chance to shake that one off.
Sure, that felt real good on a cold day like today.
I was going to say, it already hurts as is, but you add the cold day on the day it is, and that's going to be strike 3 on the edge. And that is going to be the 8th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. And looking back at game 1, she had 6 strikeouts there, so she has almost doubled her strikeout total coming into this game. I believe she had 16 strikeouts coming into this series. No, she had 18. As that one's going to be fouled off. 1-1 now is the count. But anyway, she's had a great 2 games here. 14 strikeouts so far on the afternoon. 1-1 pitch. That one swung on a miss. 1-2 now is the count.
She's staying in that high part of the zone.
Mm-hmm.
Getting us to chase.
So waiting the 1-2 offering here. Not a bad spot to miss, low and outside. Even things up now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th. Thought about it, held off on it. Now the count will go full at 3-2.
Good job to hold up on that because she's chased that a few times in this at bat.
Partlow singled her first at bat, flew out to left in foul territory. That one fouled back and out of play. Will sit at 3-2. Well, Cade left us in the broadcast booth. Maybe he's out there practicing retrieving the foul balls, since he wants to go one-on-one against the foul ball dog. There's a grounder. Shortstop can't find it. That one just bounced underneath her glove there, so that'll go give that one a hit. So it just snuck its way through. So now ICC gets a 2-out hit, and this will bring Starling to the dish. Or we may have a new batter coming in this situation. Or we have a runner coming in.
It's like Fisher Short's coming into bat.
Yep. So Short will come into bat. Well, Cade heard us talking about him, so he's back. Were you practicing chasing down foul balls?
Yeah, I got one.
Oh, look at him. He said he's got picture proof, too, that he got one of the foul balls.
Oh.
I am pumped about Monday night, 4 o'clock, Cade versus the foul ball dog. Who can get the most foul balls Monday night? We might even not stream the game. We may just stream you guys chasing down foul balls. So Short's going to dig in. Runner goes, and it'll be a stolen base for Partlow to move into scoring position. A little bit of a rough landing when she slid in that time.
Call that coming in steep.
Yes. Well, a base hit would be huge here for the Indians with Partlow's speed at second. That pitch missing low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. So Short at the plate now, batting in spot of Starling. There's a ground ball. Third baseman gets it. Throw across the way is going to be in time for the out. 5-3 to end the inning. And once again, the Indians leave another runner in scoring position. 3 of those this afternoon. Or excuse me, no. It's going to be 4 of those left in scoring position this afternoon. We'll take a break and come back in the 6th right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
It all leads to this moment. It started with stepping out and discovering what you're capable of. Planning your future while learning, serving, and getting a real collegiate experience. Because the place you start can change everything. Itawamba Community College. You belong here.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Welcome back as we move to the top of the 6th inning. I don't want to know what Dance Minga's doing to that song. It's Hey There Delilah playing in the change of the innings.
Probably a little bit slower than he's used to.
1-0 ICC with the lead here. Bunt's laid down. It's a good one. But a nice job there by Wheeler defending her position to get the out. 1-3. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's what you like this late in the contest.
Got to love that. Continue just throwing the ball well, and then shows off her defensive skills on that play.
So that was Ware. This would be Mays at the plate now. One out, nobody on. As Wheeler getting set to deal this one. That one finds the edge for a strike. 0-1 is the count.
Speaking of support, there's Aiden Bryan.
Okay.
Walking up. PA announcer baseball.
Coming out to get here just in time to watch the fireworks at the end of the day. As there's a ground ball that's going to get through for a base hit. Nice at bat there by Mays. Second hit of the day, or I should say of the game here for Pellissippi. So now with a runner on first, the tying run is there. Can Pellissippi get something going as we flip it back to the top of the lineup? This is where the lineup gets dangerous. Mello and Steven had a good game one.
Lots of speed.
She is 0 for 2 here, ground out to third and ground out to short. Pitch missing low for a ball, 1-0. We're at the top of the sixth inning. Runner at first with one out. We hadn't had a Little Caesars double play today. Be a nice time for the Indians to find one here. This is going to be popped up, back and out of play. 1-1 now is the count.
There goes Cade.
He was on one side of the field. Now he's racing the dog to the other side to see who will get the foul ball. I like it now. Cade's taking this serious. He went into training mode once we made a game out of it. So he will have 2 foul balls chased down today. The only problem is the dog won't realize it's in a contest against Cade.
Just hope it don't turn physical.
Yeah. 1-1 pitch, and this one's going to be fouled off. It'll stay. Nope, it'll get into the bullpen. Cade a little upset. Threw his arms up that he couldn't get to that one. I'm telling you guys, I'm more excited about the foul ball game tomorrow than anything. And now one of our players is coming over to get the foul ball from Cade, and I don't think he's going to give it to her. We'll see. Yeah, he will. So that was Victoria coming to get the ball from him. That pitch high. 2-2 now is the count. Snap throw down to first is not in time. Mello at the plate. She's working with a 2-2 count. One out here in the top of the sixth. 1-0 ICC with the lead. That pitch high for a ball. Count to go full. So 3-2 is the count here to Mello. There is one out with a runner at first. Wheeler getting set to deliver. This one fouled off and comes off the netting right back to Wheeler. If this was banana ball, that would be an out. So the count will stay full at 3-2 here to Mello. That one runs inside. It's going to be ball 4. Ball gets away, and the runner will stay at second. So now with runners at first and second with one out, Pellissippi trying to rally late in this one.
Might be about time for another Coach Owens inspirational mound visit.
Yeah, he had a good one earlier that kind of locked him in game one. So now this will be Steven, who is 0 for 2 on the day. Ground out to first and a pop-up to the pitcher. And that one's going to be a dead ball as it hit off of her once she fouled that one off. 0-1 is the count.
Probably fortunate that he's going to appeal to see if she was in play when that ball hit her.
I don't think he's going to be able to overturn that one. Very rarely do you see that happen. So they're going to go talk this one over. And a brief conversation. Cade got photo proof of another foul ball he chased down. I was just waiting for you to jump over the area where they wanted the.
Say climb over it.
Yeah, you should have just climbed over and went and got it.
I tried doing the smart route, but
Smart keeps you safe.
sometimes.
So 0-1 is the count. The bullpen, that's what I was trying to think of earlier. Bunt popped up, and a nice job there charging in by Shands to get the out. And now there's 2 outs here in the inning. Runners unable to advance in that situation. So the Indians trying to get out of this inning with no damage done as Haymans comes to the plate now. Runners at first and second. 1-0 is the score here in the top of the 6th. That pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 now is the count. Remind you, stay tuned at the conclusion of today's game. We'll have the Renaissance Bank post-game report coming your way. We'll also select our Samstown Market star of the game. Oh, 0-1 pitch coming. Thought about it, held off. 1-1 now is the count.
He called her, went around. I don't know about that. But
what?
Yeah.
Did they appeal and say that?
Ooh. Yeah, they appealed to the field umpire, and he said she went around.
He's ready to go home. That's all I can say about that. That was nowhere near going around. So a big-time break there for the Indians. Change up, grounder. Shortstop finds it, puts it over, and gets the out. That was a tough play with the runner cutting in front of her, so ICC gets out of the inning with no damage done there. We'll take a break and be back with the bottom half of the 6th right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I like to teach the world to sing. Sing with me. Perfect harmony. Perfect harmony. I like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. That's the real thing. I like to teach the world to sing. In perfect harmony. Perfectly. And I'd like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. It's the real thing. What the world wants today is the real thing. What the world wants today is the real thing.
At Bank Oklahoma, consistency isn't just something we strive for. It's our way of doing business. One bank, multiple communities, consistently here for you. Find the branch nearest you at bankoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move now to the bottom of the 6th inning. Been a pitcher's duel today here in Game 2. As Million still in the circle. Got a little bit of action brewing in the bullpen across the way for Pellissippi. As Margaret pops this one up high into the evening. It's going to get out of play off the top of the first base dugout. And that'll go for strike 1. Well, if we hear a loud yell, we'll know the dog won over Cade on that foul ball. So that pitch missing low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Luckily, no yelling. I wonder who would win that if it came in a battle of 1-on-1. I think Cade. Cade's too competitive. That pitch hops across. 2-1 now is the count. Now if it's Emmy, I got money all day over Emmy.
Emmy got the dog in her.
She does. And that dog will know it too. Time out on the field. We're getting loopy. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. No change in the circle. Marlar puts the charge into this one, but it goes foul. And that'll even things up now at 2-2. No outs in the inning. It's Marlar, Lynch, and Snell scheduled up here for the Indians in the bottom of the sixth. Still searching for that insurance run, being brought to you by State Farm Insurance agent Brandon Poland. As that pitch goes high, 3-2 now is the count. Marlar doubled her last at bat, and she'll draw a walk to start the inning. She was replaced on the bases by Hodum in the previous at bat. She did come around to score, representing the only run so far in the game. So Marlar will stay in to run, as the substitution would remove her from the game, a second substitution that is. This is going to be a little flare. Right fielder will come up and can't make the play, then just overruns it. And the Indians will get a second hit out of the day for Lynch. And a big-time hit there. And now this will bring Snell back to the plate, but we are going to have a runner coming in now. And this will be number 5, Houston Ray Grantham, coming in to run. Houston did play first base in game 1. That's where Marlar is playing here in game 2. So the Indians trying to get the wheels turning here. No outs, runners at first and second. Leading this one 1-0. So looking for some of those insurance runs, being brought to you by State Farm Insurance agent Brandon Poland here in the bottom of the sixth. Snell walked, had a sacrifice fly. So officially no at bat so far in the contest, as that pitch in there for a strike. Looks to be a little up, but umpire liked it, so 0-1 is the count. And that's going to be a foul ball.
Caught the bat knob.
And it goes 0-2 now. So no balls, 2 strikes. And looks like we may have another runner coming in this situation. And this is Duhan. So Ella Duhan will come in to run here at first base. I believe the count is 0-2. It is.
Just spoke that one into existence.
Thank you. As soon as I said it, the scoreboard changed. Winning lottery numbers will be on my phone here in a second. Ball in the dirt. Runners will advance. And now a big-time opportunity for the Indians. No outs. 1-2 is the count. Runners at second and third. A base hit here by Snell would be huge for the Indians. Million trying to get things settled down here. Swing and a miss, and that's a clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there for Million. I've got that as her 9th strikeout of the game. So now this will be Ewing coming to the plate. Runners at second and third. Indians have put 4 runners on the bases, all in scoring position, has left them stranded. The only one that has not been left stranded today was Hodum after a sacrifice fly by Snell. That was back in the 4th inning. Big, healthy swing and a miss there. 1-1 now is the count.
You've got to find a way here to get one of these runners in. Give you that insurance run.
This one popped up. It's going to get back and out of play. Now the count will go 1-2. And Thomas Luke will be on deck for the Indians. Big swing and a miss there. That is the 10th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. 16th of the afternoon for Millian. She entered this series with 18 strikeouts. She's almost doubled that today.
She really has. Game 2, she's been exceptional.
Yes.
Was not bad in Game 1 at all. Just kind of
ran out of gas
there
gas.
about the middle of that game. But, yeah, very strong performance here in Game 2. And we're doing her some favors by chasing those high fastballs like we've been doing a few times today.
Hadn't been able to foul any of those off or anything to keep at-bats alive. And credit to her, though, she hasn't missed her spots and made very many mistakes.
She's definitely stuck with what worked.
Luke drills that one, but it's going to go foul and out of play for strike one. Ann Thomas came in batting .286 on the year. She had 4 hits, 1 double, and 3 home runs for 5 RBI on the year. Is that pitch high? 1-1 now is the count. Can the Indians find some 2-out magic here in the bottom of the 6th? Thomas trying to provide it. Rip up the middle, and it is. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score, and that's a clutch hit there for Luke.
Just great at bat there. Way to power it through the infield where there was the second baseman was playing over. Really had no chance to get to that.
Well, as we said, when she puts the bat on the ball, good things happen. That was the case there. As she drives in 2, and that's 2 insurance runs being brought to you by your State Farm insurance agent, Brandon Poland. So now, Luke at first, and this will be Goodman at the plate. She swings on this one, return to center, right back up the middle, and back-to-back hits there for the Indians. And now ICC trying to keep the merry-go-round spinning here in the bottom of the 6th. Runners at first and second, 2 outs.
That was almost identical to the at-bat before. Just drove it straight into center field.
Looks like we will have a call to the bullpen here being brought to you by Guaranteed Bank. We'll take the break and tell you about the new pitcher right after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Hey guys, get Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
For a limited time, get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 6th, ICC has played at 2 to take a 3-0 lead. New pitcher in the game here is Ashton Shamley. She also pitched in game 1. CJ, tip of the cap, though, to Brooke Million. She came out today and did a great job in the circle for the Panthers.
Yeah, outstanding performance in game 2 here. Just, mowing our batters down left and right. Really, 3 runs. Normally you'd be right there in there for a win, but don't look like that's going to happen for her today, but still great performance.
So 1-1 is the count. This is Green at the dish. Looks at that pitch high for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Well, we got a report from Cade in the pitcher exchange that he has met his enemy when it comes to the retrieving the foul balls and the dog that chases him down. He says he's pretty good. Green looks at that one for a strike. Runners will advance after the ball gets away. So 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, I've got visuals on Cade, and he's now petting the dog.
Oh, so he's trying to befriend him. So waiting the 2-2 pitch here as Shamley gets the signal. That pitch high. Now the count goes full at 3-2. I kind of like that idea by Cade. Make friends with the dog. The dog won't realize he's in a competition. Yep. And that's ball 4. Nice job there by Green, drawing the walk to load the bases here for the Indians. So now this will be Partlow coming to the plate. She's got 2 hits on the game. Her third would be a big one. The Indians trying to tack on some more insurance runs here in the bottom of the 6th, leading 3-0. That pitch high for a ball. So 1-0 is the count, 2 outs. Bases loaded here. Of course, when the bases are loaded, it's being brought to you by Max Home here in Fulton and Sulligent, Alabama. As that one fouled off for strike 1. If you're looking for a job, Max Home is hiring. Visit maxhome.com. So Partlow trying to keep the merry-go-round spinning here for the Indians in the bottom of the 6th. They lead at 3-0. 2 runs played it so far here in the inning. That one finds the edge for a strike. 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. That one missing, but a nice job blocking that one up that time by Schneider. Evens things up now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And that one outside. Count goes full, 3-2. Nowhere to put her. Bases loaded here.
The runner's going to be in motion.
So big time pitch coming up here from Shamley. Looking to the dugout to get the signal. Now ready to deliver. Payoff pitch. Runners go. This one hit over the middle, and it's going to drop for a base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score, and they'll get the runner. No, they will not get the runner at third.
That was a really good slide of her, just a missile slide into third.
And so another clutch hit there. A single, she'll advance on the throw, but drive in 2 more. And a big-time hit there for Partlow. She'll be a strong nominee for our Samstown Market Star of the game. And now this is Short back at the plate here for the Indians. 5-0 now is the score in favor of ICC. Short looks at that one. It's inside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. Short grounded out to third in her only plate appearance so far in the contest. Chases a pitch outside. 2-1 now is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. That one falls off the table a bit too soon. 3-1 now is the count. So waiting the 3-1 pitch here. This one hit, fouled into the dugout, blocked nicely by the coach over there to keep that one from hitting anybody. Now the count will go full at 3-2. Indians have put 4 runs on the board here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs, runners at second and third. Time is taken by short, and they'll reset. Ground ball, third baseman gets it. Throw it across the way is in time. For the second time today, Fisher is retired, 5-3, but the Indians do put 4 runs on the board. Now ICC locked in on trying to get the final 3 outs of the contest to pick up the win. Can they do it? We'll find out when we come back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Pullen, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars' new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust. Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates 2 things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we shift now to the top of the 7th inning. ICC up in this one 5-0, trying to close the door and get the sweep of Pellissippi this afternoon. They won the first game of the day 9-2. As this is Wheeler trying to go the distance here for the Indians. Bunt, foul, strike 1. Remind you, come back tomorrow, 2 o'clock. We'll have softball right back here on the Red Channel, as we'll be hosting Columbia State. So 0-1 is the count here. This is the 4-5-6 batters due up. Big swing and a miss there for strike 2. 0-2 now is the count.
You know, it's been a while since we've seen that changeup.
It has.
Be a real nice time.
Instead, the fastball delivered out in right field, and that'll be a base hit there. Nice way to start the inning. First hit of the game there for Hagee, and now this will bring up Paredes, who singled her last time up. CJ, I still agree with you. Would have been a good time for that changeup.
Absolutely. She about had that fastball timed up just right.
And so Paredes, 1 for 2 on the day, a single and a strikeout. She'll dig in with a runner at first and no outs. This one hit hard, but down the line it's going to drift foul for strike 1. So 0-1 is the count. Does anybody see Cade? I just heard a dog bark. Cade might have tried to befriend his competition early. Now he's going to try to go beat up his competition. 0-1 is the count here to Paredes. This one popped up. Center fielder will come in and squeeze that one for the out. Shallow center. Out number 1, and now this will bring Schneider to the plate. Runner unable to advance in that situation, as it was pretty much just right off the infield. So Schneider 0 for 2 on the day, a strikeout and a line out on a hard hit ball to second. Pitch missing high for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Do some double checking, but I believe Coach Kirk and Michael Upton might have the call of Monday's game. As this one popped up, could be trouble, but no.
Just foul.
Just foul. Down the line. And so 1-1 now will be the count here to Schneider. And nobody could have got to that one. That one's foul by inches. So now the count will go 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and a runner at first. Schneider trying to spark the bats here late in this one. Pellissippi trailing 5-0. There's the changeup. Pops it up, and the shortstop will come in and squeeze that one for out number 2. 2 away. Indians an out from sweeping Pellissippi here. As Pellissippi coach trying to get the attention of the home plate umpire. Looks like we'll have a batter coming in here. This is going to be Richards coming in. She also had an at-bat in the first game of the day. Runner at first. For ICC, don't worry about her. She doesn't mean anything other than the first run of the game. Get this final out and complete the sweep of Pellissippi. Richard looks at that pitch. It's across for a strike. 0-1 is the count. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. The runner at first here for the Panthers. Not really the changeup that time, just a little bit of a off-speed type pitch that hung up for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Sun continuing to set here in Fulton. You see the shadows starting to stretch across Andy Kirk Field as the Indians looking for the final out of the afternoon is popped up. Second baseman will get it, tosses it over, and that will do it. 4-3 on the putout, and ICC wins it by the final score of 5-0. We'll take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled it over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
that's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
And welcome back to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC wins it by the final score of 5-0. Let's take and go back and look at some of these Little Caesars instant replays here on the game. ICC gets 5 runs on 8 hits, no errors. Pellissippi, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. Panthers fall to 2-10 on the season. ICC improves to 15-1. And it's closing in on one of the better starts of the season for ICC. We'll have to go back and check some of the history notes going forward. Well, CJ, got a little, just talk about this game here in game 2. What do you think?
Well, again, not much run support to start with, but bats came alive towards the end. Wheeler threw a heck of a game, and just a great afternoon here for the sweep.
Absolutely. ICC wins the first game of the day 9-2, finishes up with a 5-0 final here in game 2. Got a little bit of meat left on the bone, so we got to pick our Samstown Market star of the game. And CJ, who are you going to go with?
I'm going to go with Eleni Wheeler.
I like it.
Complete game shutout, 7 strikeouts, only 3 hits allowed. Really only one support run there, and that's all she needed. Of course, added on more there at the end, but wasn't necessary. She was dialed in and pitched a great game today.
So Wheeler will be our Samstown Market star of the game here in game 2. Remind you to join us tomorrow here at 2 o'clock at Andy Kirk Field. Columbia State coming to town. If you can't make it, it'll be right back here on the Red Channel. So for CJ Adams, Mr. Cade Adams, I'm Adam Gore saying so long for Fulton. Have a blessed evening, and as always, Roll Tribe.